Hey guys, welcome to Man Shit Mondays. I'm Dustin, and today we've got the Milwaukee Fuel 18 volt 2-gallon air compressor. This thing maxes out at like 135 psi on outlet pressure, and it's very quiet. That's one of my favorite things about this. Is I'm gonna turn it on real quick just so y'all can get a little bit of hair on it. And we're gonna let it air up, but it'll run for a good long time. Just on that little 5 amp hour battery I got stuck in there, it does a pretty good job. It does come with a little air filter that goes right here as well, and so you've got that going for you. And then on the back side, you've got a drain valve to get any moisture out. And right over here, you got an air relief valve. It's that simple for you. I just kicked it on. We're already up to 50 psi. It runs pretty quick. It does get a little bit louder as the pressure in the tank goes up, but it never gets unbearable. So we're gonna let this thing get up to pressure, and then we're gonna air up a flat tire. But I have not used this very much yet. This is kind of a first thoughts video. We're just gonna kind of see how it goes. If we end up using it a pretty good bit and like it, or something goes really wrong with it, we'll definitely update this video and let you know. But we're up to 100 psi, so we're just gonna go ahead and start on this here tire. So we will grab us a tire gauge, put it down here, check it. As you can see, there ain't nothing in it. And yes, the tire gauge works. You'll see it here in a minute. I'm just gonna sit that out of the way for a second. That's 15 psi. Nick, what do you want this tire up to, buddy?
35.
You want a 35. We'll see if we can hit it. We're at 25. At 33. And 35 psi. Now my primary use for it is going to be for stuff like using one of these little blowout nozzles. We're out there at concrete plants. For y'all that don't know, I'm an AC technician, and I get service calls out of concrete plants pretty often. A lot of times when you get there, the filters are absolutely nasty, and so while you're going to go get filters or get them by until their next maintenance kind of thing, what I'll do is I'll take one of these blow-off knobs and just blow the filters out a little bit to get them by a couple of days. No, it's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. And when you're quite a few miles away from anywhere to get anything, it does work out pretty good. And another big use we'll use this for is when we're pulling the cow trailer or the camper or the boats or something like that. We'll throw this in the bed of the truck just to give us a way of airing tires up. Say we run over a nail and get a slight leak, and instead of just not having any form of way to air up a tire, this is a pretty convenient way to get that tire aired up for you. I will say that as far as air compressors go, it is a little bit more expensive than most of your air compressors, but it's a convenience item, in my opinion. I've already got the Milwaukee tools. I've already got their batteries. So for me, it makes sense to go ahead and invest in a quality tool like this to help me get that kind of thing done instead of buying one of those $60, $70 Tractor Supply, Harbor Freight, whatever you want to call it, little plug in the cigarette lighter air compressors, or doing something like an ARB onboard air compressor, because this, say we're taking Nick's truck down to the river for the weekend and we're going to pull his boat down. Well, we can take this and throw it in his truck. The ARB, that would be dedicated to either mine or his truck, and that doesn't work out. Or say me and the girlfriend getting in the camper going to the beach for the weekend, and I want to carry this down. Awesome. Throw it in my truck, we're ready to rock. Say my parents want to borrow the camper. Throw it in their truck, whatever. It's portable, that's awesome. This thing will run a framing nailer, and if memory serves correct, I believe it said that using a pin nailer, you can get 1,700 pin nails on a 6 amp hour battery. That's a pretty good bit, considering I don't do construction work for a living. If I did, I'd probably have a larger air compressor. But for, DIY kind of stuff for me, I shouldn't need more than that. But, well guys, if you don't mind, give us a like, share, and subscribe. And we'll catch you next week on Man Shit Mondays.